live. I'm just trying to get some last minute things before we start talking about what I want to talk about. And by the way, this is another Jdawg Sports Live. It's been a while since I've done a Jdawg Sports Live. I've done Jdawg Sports but as you may know, I do what ones were their live streams. Letting people get in. So, yep, we're doing another. All right. Okay. Hey, what's up, crew? It's been a while. Hey, later on, if you want to get in, I'll leave a link for you to come on in. Matter of fact, let me do it real quick because I just been a while since I've talked to you, so I'm going to. All right. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna add this link right now. I'm also make sure you share this video, this live stream, share it with your friends, family members, anyone on social media who may want to get in on this. I tell people this because it also make sure you hit that like button because it helps with notifications. Since you know who doesn't want to give me a lot of notifications, and if you want to come in, but if you don't know, this is how my sports theme live because we're going to talk about some interesting topics. Hey, what's up, crew? What's up?
What up? What up?
Yes, so this is a Jdawg Sports. This is a sports theme live stream we're doing. So I'm trying to get it. Yeah, I'm trying to get it.
Do esports count?
Yeah, but there's no esports topics right now.
Oh, I know.
But
I'm just messing with you.
I mean, one day I might get in. I watched esports before, so I might get into the possible interest topic. As just it's like I said, it's been a while. Um, it's actually been a while since I've done a live stream Jdawg Sports. I've mostly done the pre-recorded Jdawg Sports, and but yeah, make sure you share this video and share the live stream with everyone that you can share it with. So if they want to come on in, they can come on in. So before we get started, how you been doing lately?
I've been all right. How about you?
Been doing good.
I've been
So,
working on my gaming channel, so that's pretty much it. Just gaming and stuff.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. You got the gaming channel. I think I checked out a few of your episodes of your gaming channel, but I know
Yep.
that I have to get it. Sometimes they still don't want to. Um,
Sending notifications.
yeah, yeah, but that's the thing. Hold on, I'm trying to look at something real quick. Um,
Okay.
the first topic I probably want to talk about is the upcoming SPs that actually comes on in just a couple hours. So I'm not sure if you follow the SPs. Matter of fact, someone has already won their very first SP, and it's a history making one. It's for best boxer of the year, a woman. I will get to the woman who did it, but she won best boxer of the year, and yeah, she won best boxer of the year. But we will talk about her because right now that's going to be the first topic. Um, I'm also hoping I can get more people to come along. Um, but yeah, so let's just get started. So right now we're going to talk about the SP Awards. So the SP Awards is tonight, but first I need to share my screen. Shoot. Okay, here we go. Um, so good. This is no. I thought they did something different. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Let me go back to it.
All right. It should say ESPN. It should be a
Oh, yep,
Wikipedia
I see
screen.
it.
All right. That's good. That's good. So now we're going to talk about the ESPs. The SP awards. It's going to be on I think either ESPN or ABC because they're both owned by Disney. It's tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time. I don't know where you live. Just it's at 8
Yeah,
Eastern Standard Time. So what? Yeah, it's probably a different standard. It depends on where you are. Um. So yeah. Oh, the woman you're looking at right now is Clarissa Shields. She actually won one of the first awards, and that's for Best Boxer of the Year. Now, I was surprised they still haven't split the award from gender, but because it's Best Boxer, which means anyone, regardless of gender, could be nominated and win this award. History was made because for the first time ever, not only did you had an award category that was predominantly black, which the four boxers that were nominated were Javante Tank Davis, Devin the Dream Haney, Shakur Stevenson, who was a black Latino, and Carissa Shields, the GWOAT. Carissa Shields is the first woman to win Best Boxer of the Year. So that is one of the big things for the SPs is that already announced the winner. They don't show every award on TV. They maybe do like a internet thing, a red carpet special. They'll talk about some of the awards. They'll probably mention some of the award wins tonight. But Crystal Shields has just won um, Fighter of the Year. So what do you think about that? And I'll tell you more about Crystal Shields.
Well, I guess that's a good thing for diversity. Uh, if you're just gonna go by who's the best boxer, like out of their class or whatever, you know, uh, like how they got the different weight classes, but you can have somebody that's a lightweight. and they'll get best boxer over the heavyweight. So it's the same thing. Sounds cool to me.
Yeah. The best boxer of the year. It doesn't matter weight class. It's about talent, skills, and accomplishments. That's who gets nominated for the award. And Carissa Shields, she's actually rightfully deserving of this award for all the accolades. Because not only she is not only the first woman um, to win this award, her accolades comes from the fact that she was able to become the only boxer in a four belt era to become undisputed in two weight classes and but become undisputed three times. One of those weight classes, she became undisputed twice, meaning and she's undefeated in the professionals, meaning even though she had sometimes she had to drop her belts because things happen, and then she won them back, and regained her undisputed status. She's undisputed in the women's middleweight division right now, which is one of the two divisions. She's won championships in three weight classes, but she became undisputed in two of those three weight classes and became undisputed twice in one of those weight classes, which means she became undisputed three times. And she did the before before the professionals, she was an Olympian. She won the gold medal in the 2012 in London, England Summer Olympics, and 2016 in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. She became the only American boxer, woman or man, to be a gold medalist representing for the United States, win the gold medal twice. Her records are even put in the Guinness Book of World Records. I mean, she went through a lot of things, and this is why people call her the GOAT. She calls herself the GOAT, but now a lot of people are starting to call her the GOAT because she has actually earned the status of the GOAT, the greatest woman of all time. Um, and this is coming from the hardship that she had to go through growing up in Flint, Michigan, which was her hometown. Um, she survived, assault when she was younger, and then she got into training into boxing. She even represents and tries to give back to her community, especially Flint, Michigan, because with the crisis that's happening over in Flint, Michigan, with the water crisis that's still happening, unfortunately, that was caused by
Of
that
course
corrupt.
it is.
Yeah, but she was able to get through all that and became one of the greatest female boxers since Layla Ali. I think she's maybe even surpassed what Layla Ali has done. And I'm really happy for Clarissa Shields. She's one of my favorite one of my favorite boxers ever. I have a pound for pound list where she is number one in the pound for pound list for women's boxers. Pound for pound is it's not really a favorite list. It's what you think of boxers have done um, when it comes to fighting the best of the best, and um, how a boxer is ranked. And so, yeah, I'm really happy for Carissa Shields. Um, she knows how to get into her defense or offense. Um, and that's just one of the things that's happened, and that's going to probably be talked about more at the upcoming ESPYs. I like some of the other nominations that's happened at the ESPYs. So, Angel Reese is being nominated for Best Breakout Star. I hope she wins. She deserves to win because her team, LSU women's basketball, that was the one that they went after over the hand gesture thing, even though her fellow nominee, Kathleen Clark, did the same thing, who she's also been nominated. and because of that, that's why I'm hoping for Angel Reese to win. What do you think about that?
Well, you know how that's gonna go. Remember Jill Biden? I think we should bring the losers to the White House too. You know,
Oh yeah,
I,
she had to go through
Angel's going
that.
to the Olympics, right?
Um, the, Next year, the Olympics is next year, but she went through the Women's Amera Cup. I think she won the silver because the USA team lost to Brazil. So yeah, lost to Brazil. And
Uh,
then LeBron James, he's gonna win. But my prediction is he's gonna win best record breaking performance because everyone was talking about the when he the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I actually watched the game where he broke the record. Did you watch the game? The NBA game when LeBron broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's record.
oh no, I don't really watch sports too much unless it's got a controller to play.
Oh, okay.
So I keep up with it a little bit. You know, I watch you. What's that, Santi?
The what?
You know, Santi Walden or whatever. Uh, LDBC.
Oh, the boxing community. Yes, those
Yeah, that's the
guys.
only time I'll keep up with sports is like watching y'all or somebody mentions it on
I'm
a
not.
stream or
I'm not a
something.
member. I'm not a member of the LDBC, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, they're a group of people. They talk about boxing, basketball. They talk about even politics. They talk about the sport, but they also talk about what goes on in the sport and
Yeah, it's
stuff
like
like
the
that.
FBA Sports Network or something.
Yeah. And then there's people that I like that you should watch. There's this guy named John Boxing, pound for pound. He has a good channel. Oh, speaking of LDBC, here's one member right now, LB. Hey, hit the link in the chat, and I would really like you to come in. Oh shoot, I actually put the wrong page. Um, but well, I mean the link is correct, but you can see there's a picture of Skip Bayless. But I might wait to talk about him later. This is I meant to keep it on this. Hold on, I want to see if LB is gonna try to come in because it'll be good hearing from him. Hold on. Ah, here he is.
Especially
Hey,
since he
what's up,
does sports.
LB?
What up,
What's
LB?
up, Jay? What's good with you?
Oh, hey, something's going on with your mic.
Might be in the bad area. Hold on. I'll be back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, yeah. Hopefully you can get that fixed. Yeah. I wanted to ask him about his feelings on Chris Shields winning one of the SPs already, and also about the other nominees. The award show is tonight at 8 Eastern Standard Time, but if you live at a different standard time, make sure you find out what time it comes on your standard time. Um, so yeah, the other awards, yeah, these are just. I'm hoping the UFC fighter John Jones wins best UFC fighter of the year and best comeback athlete of the year because the hardship that John Jones had to go through, the whole steroid thing and him getting injured and going through some things. I'm glad he was able to enter the heavyweight division and become the new heavyweight champion. Um, you got to hear more about that, the John Jones situation, and I'm hoping he needs to win, and if not him, Jamal Murray from the Denver Nuggets. His injury he had to deal with almost ended his career. but he came back and helped, and along with the help of Nikola Jokic, helped the Denver Nuggets win their very first ever NBA championship. So one of those two, I'm hoping wins. Come back. Jamal Murray is a Canadian basketball player, and he helped the Denver Nuggets become the NBA champions for the first time ever. Meanwhile, John Jones, the UFC fighter, is now the current heavyweight champion at the UFC. Although I'm kind of interested that the UFC is last time it was called Best MMA Fighter, but now it's only UFC because that means that's only the MMA fighters. That's only going to be reduced to just MMA, only UFC fighters instead of other MMA. Because you have other MMA leagues like you got the PFL and you got the Bellator, but I guess because the SPs is created by ESPN, and because the UFC, but I mean PFL is also aired on ESPN, but I guess they favor the UFC because it's more popular, and so they decided, only one league.
And you know
But
how TNT does with the wrestling. They had WWE and that other wrestling league too.
no, TNT only has that other wrestling league. No,
Was it
WWE
USA?
AEW is aired on the Turner networks on TNT and TBS. WWE airs their shows on an NBC owned network called the USA Channel, the USA Network, and Fox.
Okay, I thought USA was a Turner network too.
No. USA Network is a NBC Universal owned channel, meaning it's owned by NBC and stuff like that. Now,
Okay.
and Turner is owned by Warner Brothers Discovery.
Yep.
So yeah, and AEW is airs those broadcasts, those wrestling events. They got a new show that airs on Saturday now called AEW Collision. So they have AEW Dynamite that also comes on tonight, AEW Rampage that's on Friday, and AEW Coalition that's on Saturday because now they do their pay-per-views on Sunday. So yeah.
Okay.
But back to this. Hold on. I wonder if LB came back. Oh no, he didn't. But yeah, I can't get through every nomination because I have other topics. But let's see what happens. I will do either a follow up video, either mostly pre recorded or live stream. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to win Best NFL Player because his team won the Super Bowl. And I think Nikola Jokic is going to win Best NBA Basketball Player because his team, the Denver Nuggets, although it could go. Hold on, who is nominated for Best? Yeah, just him. He's in the champ. Although I'll be surprised if Jimmy Butler or Jason Tatum win, because they were not on the winning championship team. But I think that's all I want to talk about. Now, I did have Skip Bayless. You know what? Let's talk about Skip Bayless. That's going to
Okay.
be our next topic. So let's talk about the struggles of Skip Bayless, because when I talk about when I do my sports segment, I even talk about sports news, sports analysts, journalists, and stuff like that. So Skip Bayless, as you know, Shannon Sharp left Undisputed, which was on Fox Sports, and rightfully so, because I felt Shannon Sharp, despite what you think of Shannon Sharp, I felt Shannon Sharp was being mistreated by Skip Bayless and Fox News and Fox Sports. Because you know who owns Fox Sports? The Murdochs, which is the Fox network, not Disney. Disney owns the other stuff that they used to own, that Fox used to own, which Fox owns no more.
Like
Well,
Spider-Man and X-Men.
no, Spider-Man is still owned by Sony, but Marvel did get back the X-Men franchise, but that's a whole different story. So Fox Sports is kind of struggling right now because Undisputed ratings are low, very low. And despite what ESPN is going through with them doing layoffs, First Take is getting the ratings, and Undisputed is actually struggling. And I know because of what happened with Shannon Sharp. I think Shannon Sharp was the ratings grabber. What I mean about that is he was the one that was bringing in the ratings, not this punk racist, possible suspect racist right here, Skip Bayless, who said all kinds of nasty things about black athletes. And now his karma is coming. They even said that they may have to delay the show, like get it off the air a couple times. There's even rumors that Skip Bayless might even be forced to retire if he's not going to bring in ratings for the show. And I'm saying, all I could say is I don't feel bad for Fox Sports, and I don't feel bad for Skip Pointless because he deserves it. He deserves everything that's coming to him right now. How he acted. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get the Cali Enigma out here. What's up?
I said, "What's up, fam?"
Yeah, right now we're talking about Skip Bayless and his struggles over at Fox Sports. This is part of my Jdawg's live. Okay, oh LB
Yeah,
is
you know
back.
what? I can probably bet that it is. I mean, I don't watch it, so that's I'll probably contribute to the bad ratings. So nah, man, I'm just coming to check up on you, man. You know, so I could be brief because I'm actually getting ready to go hop on another panel, probably in like another 30 minutes. Not
Oh,
about
okay.
sports though. Not about sports. I actually dabble in other stuff. So right now I dabble into science and history too. So
Oh, that's
well,
good. All right.
yeah.
Well, good luck at that panel.
Oh
Um,
yeah, well, that panel is about well basically we're going against black folks who think that they're indigenous to the Americas, you know, that crazy shit. So yeah,
okay.
Hey,
yeah,
we FBA
black
over
folks
here.
don't know that. Yeah, black folks don't know they are of African descent. That doesn't mean that you are African now. Today we amalgamated to different people. We still share genetics with West Africans, but a lot of black folks are confused. So we're here cooking on some of this bullshit of black folks claiming that they are one of the five civilized tribes of some other indigenous group throughout the American. Like, why would you want to claim to be those people anyway? Those people enslaved us. But anyways, yeah. So you know that's what I'm gonna be cooking on. But as far as Skip Bayless is a racist. He deserves what he gets. I hope to see him go. You know,
Okay.
he's been disrespectful to black athletes for a long, long time. His LeBron James hate has been insane. Of course, that he started hating on. He always has to find a black whipping boy, to pick on, in order to justify it. Say, you know, he said, "There's somebody I have to hate on somebody. I have to be utterly ridiculous to somebody and
He's
can't
going
give
after
credit to
Charles
anybody."
Barkley.
Of course, I'm like, but somebody Skip Bayless, who the heck are you? You have never done anything. You never play sports. You're just a writer. I mean, you're just a writer, but you're not that relevant, bro. It's a shame that fans elevate these writers up to a level. You turn these guys into superstars like they're on the same level as a Kevin Durant, as a Steph Curry, as a LeBron James, as a Michael Jordan, as a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, due to have actually done something in sports. Why would you want to elevate those dudes? They're sports writers. I mean, it's cool and it gives you something to read about, but at the end of the day, these dudes aren't that important. But unfortunately, people have relied on these guys and have made these guys into some megastars. In my opinion, they don't deserve that type of praise. They
Yeah,
don't.
they're just sports analysts. They're here to report on the news, and they need to be more professional and not put their own politics into it. Um,
Well, no, they do that for
they-
ratings, bro. They do that to get clicks and views. That's
yeah,
why that's why the ideal is always to be over the top. The ideal is to be sensational, to try to get clicks and views. So if you're writing an article for a newspaper, you're trying to drive traffic. So you're trying to write titles. So you want to write a title that's going to be sound controversial in order to drive traffic. You may start rumors. You may hear something and and make it seem like it's something worse than what it really is in order to drive traffic. Or if a player has a bad game, you got to talk about how not clutch they are, even though the overall stats show that they had a great series. So we got to talk about how bad they've been, or they've been shut down, even though they may have stats like 38 points, 15 assists, and like 17 rebounds, which is utterly ridiculous to say that that person had a bad game when it with stats like that. That's utterly ridiculous. But this is what media is about now. Always trying to
Yeah,
denigrate people.
it's opinion now. It's become opinion. Now
And
I'm
there's
gonna
also
ask
the need to be
LB.
first.
Yeah, that's
And what's
exactly
up,
right,
Kelly?
LB.
What's happening, LB?
What's
What's
up,
happening,
y'all?
Phil?
Chilling, y'all.
Same
What up,
old, same
LB?
old.
I've been cooking on John Edward Bayless II, right? Because look, the way he got it rigged, he will win all the debates, and he's alienated practically his contemporaries. Nobody wants to deal with him because nobody wants to be subjected to all the rules that rigged in his favor. This man got final say in everything. Who he hires, uh, whoever he hires will have no say in creative control. At which we
Yeah,
in this
that's right.
society now, people got their own YouTube channels, people got their own podcasts. Who the hell want to be subjected to that?
I know people like Shannon Sharp. He got Club Shay Shay. Even Stephen A. Smith. I mean, Stephen A. Smith is doing it at First Take over at ESPN, and he has his own podcast. I mean, who really needs Skip Pointless?
Hey,
That's what, or Skip
but I
You
find,
Bayless.
mean he
hey,
needs a
but
whipping
Jdawg,
boy.
but peep this though. Remember, we've been doing this YouTube stuff forever. We getting shadow banned, strikes, all that other stuff. Now, those same people laughed at us when we were out here being, oh, these YouTubers don't know what they talk about. Now look what they're doing.
Yep, yep. People like that. Yeah, now they want to be us, and then or they want to take points from different content creators. Before I get
Yeah,
on to
because
other topics.
they're stealing content from Too Raw and Ticket.
Oh yes, especially you know who, but we're not gonna bring them up right now. Oh, by the way, also I just earlier talked about the SPs. Carissa Shields has been rumored to be already rewarded Best Boxer of the Year, which will make her the first woman to be nominated and win Best Boxer. What do y'all have to say about that?
Well
I'm with it.
deserved.
I'm with it. No, salute to Clarissa Shields, man. She's out there taking a lot of risks. She's trying to fight all the top women fighters. And she was actually ducked by Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor went out of her way to try. I think she went down a weight to try to get where Carissa couldn't go get her. Then she ended up getting her ass whipped anyway. So, and
Yeah,
I'm happy. Plus, she lost before that anyway. She should have two losses. Katie Taylor. So, yeah, man. So salute to Clarissa Shields, man. I think her and Savannah Marshall get ready to fight again. Savannah Marshall wanted Clarissa to come out to the UK again. Like, no, bring your ass out to Detroit and go get your ass whooped. That's what needs to happen. Come out there. You know, she whipped your ass right in your hometown. So now
yeah.
you need to
Now
come
fight
out
in
here and get
America.
whooped.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, fight in America. Y'all fought in the UK. Now it's Carissa's turn to have a home field advantage. Now you need to fight in the States. And not to mention, if Carissa Shields beats Savannah Marshall this time, Carissa Shields will be undisputed not only for a fourth time, but in the third division. Now, LB, what do you think about Carissa Shields? I already talked to Crew. What do you think about Carissa Shields' victory at the SPs for Best Boxer of the Year?
I think it's well deserved. You know, hey, she's the most dominant fight I've ever seen in my lifetime in the women's division or whatever. So, you know, congrats to her, man. You know, it's a testament to her hard work, her dedication, her willingness to be great. And you don't see a whole lot of people that's willing to be great. You see these fighters out here, they want to take the easy road. They want us to prop them up as they some kind of legend like Triple G, right? He want to fight KFC cooks and goddamn Uber drivers and Amazon warehouse workers, but yet we supposed to make him out to be great. Yeah, fuck out of here.
And
Anyway,
no,
but yeah, but as far as Clarissa Shields go, man, look, she's the GOAT, hands down. I ain't got no issue with it. That's where I'm at on that.
Yeah, me either. I actually, because you actually can vote at the SPs, but I actually voted for Carissa Shields. And yeah, she's doing what Triple G String is not doing, and definitely what Cadildo is not doing. Cadildo, this whole thing with him now fighting a smaller guy in Jamel Charlo, but people got angry when Tank fought Cruz, but now they all of a sudden happy that Cadildo is fighting Jamel Charlo. Hey, Crew, would you like to say more things about this before we get on to our next topic? I don't want you to feel like
Oh
you're
no,
left
I'm
out.
good. I'm good. Y'all got it.
All right. But I'm happy for the nominees. That will be later on tonight. We'll hear more about who wins the SP this tonight later. Depending on where y'all live, your time standards, the SPs is tonight. Now I'm going to unshare my screen and then reshare my screen as soon as I oh wait, I was already here because we want to bring up another topic. So since we got some experts of boxing, let's talk about Spence versus Crawford. I'm trying to bring up that photo first, but yeah, in a couple of weeks we have the big fight, the big pay-per-view fight, and that is Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. So I found the photo, so I'm about to share it, but these are the two men. We have two welterweights. We have the unified IBF, WBC, and WBA champion, Errol Spence. That is the individual on the left. And on the right is Terrence Bud Crawford, the WBO welterweight champion. This is for undisputed. So I want to know who you think is going to win and how you think they're going to win. I'm not sure if you follow boxing, Crew, but I know you follow another sport. But who do you think is going to win? I'm going to go Crew first.
I think he dropped out.
Oh, he did? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then we'll go with who wants to go first?
I'll go.
All right.
This is the fight is gonna be great. First thing we're gonna find out if Terrence Crawford is able to do a better job against the jab that he struggled with against Kell Brook. I mean, he got him out of the fourth round. I told everybody he was going to stop Kell Brook when everybody was making this big push to see him versus Kell Brook. I'm like, really? Really? This is not the same Kell Brook. Oh, he can't beat Kell Brook. He can't beat Kell Brook. Then he gets him up out of it, man. This stupid thing. Then everybody pushed for him to beat Porter. He stopped Porter. I kept telling folks, look, this is Earl's toughest matchup. This is Terrence Crawford's toughest matchup by far. Let me say that by far because there is a difference in the resumes. Errol Spence has fought this different competition. I don't give a darn what anybody else says. You get offended too bad. But styles make fights, and this is a great matchup. I'm interested in seeing what Errol Spence would do because Terrence Crawford will punch with you. He will counter. He will punch you with Errol Spence. Errol Spence is firing off that jab. He will counter over that jab to try to get Errol Spence to stop. And if he hurts Errol Spence, will Errol Spence continue to jab, or will he be hesitant? I'm interested to see if Terrence Crawford gets Earl, or if he hurts Earl enough, or he gets earned the respect of Earl, where Earl changes game plan. And what happens if Terrence Crawford can hurt Earl? In my opinion, that can become a very dangerous situation for Terrence Crawford if he cannot hurt Earl Spence. And Earl Spence is going to continue forward and let off rockets. And at that point, if he can't hurt Earl, I will predict a stoppage. If he gets Earl Spence's respect, then who knows at that point. Me personally, I think it's a 50-50 fight. And as of now, I'm staying with it. Even though I'm rooting for Earl Spence, I see this fight as a split decision draw. I think that fight is going to be that close. I think Earl Spence is a little bit more technically sound, but I think Terrence Crawford's reach, speed, and his agility will give Earl some problems. But even though Earl does a great job of cutting off the ring, I don't think that either fighter has really fought a fighter like each other. And I think this is new for both fighters. And I'm interested in seeing how both fighters handled the style. I guess you could say the closest style to Earl Spence would probably be Victor Post style. Maybe I would say that's probably about the closest style that I would say that Terrence Crawford would have seen to something that he would have fought, or should have style that would be similar to or closest to Earl Spence. It would have been maybe Victor Post style. But other than that, they really haven't seen anything like each other. So I want to see how they handle each other and how both fighters adapt. Me personally, I don't expect Earl to come out very aggressive in the first round. I think the first round will be slow. And maybe you'll see Earl get a little bit more aggressive towards the end of the second round or the beginning of the third round. I think the first and second round will be slow. I don't expect a lot of fireworks in the first and second round at all.
Yeah. I think it could go. I'm going for Terrence Crawford because I know Earl Spence. He got the speed. He has the defense. He knows how to maneuver in the ring and stuff like that. But for Terrence Crawford, he has the strength and he has the power. Don't let age fool you. He has the power. That's what I see. He knows how to go in, and he knows how to hit hard, and that's what gives Errol Spence some trouble. So Errol Spence has to use that speed in order to deal to dodge and defense of Terrence Crawford's power, because even though Errol Spence has beaten some of the same opponents, it's how you beat the opponents. Terrence Crawford knows how to hit a lot harder. That's what my reason why I'm going for Crawford. What about you, LB? What do you
Oh,
think?
well, not to cut you off, I would say the speed would be on Terrence Crawford's side.
Oh,
Earl's not the fact. Earl's a more precise, consistent puncher who places punches very well. So he's the more technically sound fighter as far as fundamentals.
yeah,
No one has better footwork than Earl Spence Jr. Terrence Crawford has good footwork, but Earl Spence probably has the best footwork in all of boxing. He's the way he keeps his foot on the outside of his opponents and controls range, controls distance is second to none. So now, but it's the speed advantage is definitely Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford has a more aesthetically pleasing style, but it's a 50-50 fight. But go ahead.
Yeah. What about you, LB? What do you think? Who you got winning this fight?
To me, this fight is a toss-up. I uh, I don't see no knockdowns in this fight. I think this fight goes the distance, and I'm kind of agreeing with the Cali Enigma about the split decision draw. I don't see neither one really has the advantage. Um, this could be a tough one. This could be a tough one. I know I've heard some people say that Eric Spencer is going to dog walk Terrence Crawford. I just don't see that. Um, and then, but and yeah, I think the first round is definitely going to be slow. Especially considering, in my opinion, I think Terrence Crawford tends to be a slow starter. But as the fight goes on, I say around like the fifth, that's when we start going. Around the fourth, the fifth round, I think that's when we can start seeing some fireworks. But this fight right here is too close to call, man. I really don't. I if I have to go with Errol Spence if I had to pick a winner, but it's not going to be by much.
Yeah, I know. I heard a lot of people say that. But we'll just have to find out. See that the event is on the 29th. Um, yep. Let the best man win. I mean, yeah, let the best man win. Um, now I'm going to share to another. Hold on.
Hold on. Did you watch Jerron Boots last weekend or this past
Oh
Saturday?
yes. I'm going to bring that up, but first I need to unshare my screen because I have it on a different thing. So I had to unshare the screen first, and then I'm going to share the screen again so I can find his picture. But yes, Jerron Boots Ennis. I saw that. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good picture. Man. Okay. Yes. All right. I got the picture. Yeah. I don't know. Something was going on with my computer for some reason. Um, but yeah, last weekend we had Deron Boots beat Roman Villa. Right now, Deron Boots is the I believe it's the IBF interim champion, and man, he dominated that fight. Now, Villa, he did some good in the middle, like maybe rounds 5 and 6. Villa was doing some good, but it was that 10th round where Boots Ennis got back, and that's where Boots did the knockout round. Um and The only thing with Deron Boots is he has to do better with his defense, but I think he can. It's just like with Big Baby, Jarrett Big Baby Anderson. They just gotta fix their defense and stuff like that.
Well,
And
John Ennis has the technical. Still, he does his. It's for him. It's a lack of concentration. Jared Big Baby Anderson. He just has some bad habits. But for Enos, it's just at times a lack of concentration. When he didn't want to get hit, he didn't get hit at all. When he wanted to, if you look at most of those times when he was taking shots, most of the time he was rolling those punches. So most of those punches weren't really clean. There was like a few clean shots, but most of them weren't. And to be honest with you, by the time he started getting hit with any clean shots, he had already destroyed Villa to the body. Like he started to beat him up for round one. So he started with the jab in round one, and he started utilizing the jab, and he started stabbing to the body. And then he would start to place combinations together, but he would set it up with the jab, so he would blind him. So he would switch back and forth between orthodox and southpaw. So he flip that jab, shoot the left hand straight down the middle, or at times he would even throw lead left uppercuts, which is insane from a distance. He would throw the lead right uppercut. He was throwing lead right hands, lead left hands, lead left hooks, check left hooks. He did whatever he wanted to do, and he was pivoting on top of that too. He beat him up in the pocket, beat him up in mid range, beat him at distance. He beat him wherever they fought. He won. He was winning decisively. When he fought off the back foot, he was tearing him up. I mean, he beat the brakes off this dude from round one until he stopped him in round 10. And shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV. He reported that Villa had broken nose and he might have had 2 fractured orbital bones. Crazy.
Yeah, that was painful.
Hey, I remember watching him in DC the other back in January when they came out here, and the guy he fought, Speedy Ellis. Speedy Ellis was hitting this guy with some really good shots, but he just walked through him. So that told me right there, if Speedy Ellis had any kind of power, he would have gotten him up out of there. But yeah, Jerron Ennis, he had a lackluster fight back in DC back in January, and hey, look, he was good. I ain't gonna lie, man. And that was the first time Romain V had taken that got knocked out and taken the L like that.
I thought that Rashidi Ellis was outboxing, especially at the beginning of that fight. But I think it was because Rashidi Ellis did kind of slow down
He gassed out.
Yeah, he gassed
out, but he has no punching power at all.
No, he doesn't.
He got no
he
punching
doesn't.
power.
But even no punching power, if he doesn't gas, because when you gas out, your defense slips, and that's what happened to him. So he started getting caught with stuff that he wasn't getting caught with in the first half of the fight. So it makes a big difference when you don't have. But if we don't have power, you can still go to the body to slow your opponent down too. So that's something else. Ellis doesn't do that as much as Enos. You know, but having punching power helps a lot. It really does help a lot. But when you don't have as much punching power as somebody like Enos, you have to be mentally focused. You have to be sharp in other areas to make up for your lack of punching power. And that's just something that Rashidi Ellis, he was just lacking. He could come back from that, but I mean that's a loss that he shouldn't have never had a loss to a Villa a dude who's throwing looping shots like that, a dude who lacks fundamentals the way that Villa does. That's somebody that you shouldn't lose to. I don't care how much punch of power he has. Dude is slow. His punch is the telegraph. He's not throwing it very. He throws very few straight punches. That's a guy that you should completely outclass every day. But
Yeah,
once again, if you when you lack stamina, when your stamina is in question, then you're going to have problems. So when your stamina is in question, that's when you really got to rely on your fundamentals. Because if the fundamentals are sharp, even when he's exhausted, even when he's tiring, to me, that's a time where you take a run. You know that you have
you push
trouble with stamina.
harder.
You know
Yeah,
what you know when you have trouble. We have trouble with stamina. To me, I think you take rounds off a little earlier in the fight, and then so you try to save a little something for the second half of the fight, so you don't get caught with something like that in the second half. But to me, if I'm Rashidi Ellis should have just held on in a 12th round. He would have won. He should have been clutching the whole 12th round. He would have won the fight. But he got caught with some stuff that he got caught with because once again his hands he was exhausted, so then he dropped his hands. And so that's the problem with him. But you guys know that Frank Martin's fighting on Saturday, right?
oh yeah, that's this Saturday. I don't know who his opponent is, but I'm already picking Frank Martin to win. Um, Now, since we're in the topic of boxing, I want to get into one more fight that's coming up. So, right now, I want to talk about
Charlo Alvarez.
no.
Okay.
They ain't even scheduled when that fight's gonna happen. But I do
I
want
thought
to talk.
I thought I just heard of September 30th. I could swear I just saw that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, but well, yeah. Let's I think I'm going for Jamal Charlo to pull the upset. If he uses his height and his reach, um, I think, and if he knows how to maneuver, I think he can pull off the upset over Canelo Alvarez. The only right now, Canelo Alvarez it's the strength of Canelo Alvarez because Canelo is the bigger fighter by weight mass. Jamal Charlo has to handle dealing with the hard punches from Canelo Alvarez. But I think if Charlo uses his reach and his height, he might have the chance to pull off the upset. What do y'all think about that?
I got Canelo, man. I'm sorry. I think that there's weight classes for a reason. Jumping up two weight classes is madness. You got Canelo Alvarez, who's been fighting at 175. He's had two fights at 175. He's been fighting at 168 since now like 2019. Like he's completely grown into that division. He's a big dude. He was even considering fighting at cruiserweight, which tell you that he's walking around over 200 pounds. It's a mismatch. You got Jamel Charlo, who was making 154 easily. He was making 154 easily versus the guy who was fighting up at 175, getting hit by dudes at 175 pounds. He's been getting hit by guys who's been fighting at 160, 168. That's an advantage. On top of the fact that Canelo has fought, stiffer competition overall. But I mean, the biggest thing, if they were both fighting at 54, if like Jamel Charlo had like 2-3 fights at 168, I would pick him. But because he's skipping past 160 and going straight into a fight with Canelo, I got Canelo Alvarez, bro.
Uh,
Sorry. I mean, I know that a lot of folks don't want to hear that, and this is not popular in our community. But I thought it was insane when people were saying that Earl Spence will go up to 168 for 147 to beat him, and I think it's crazy for Charlo to do the same thing. I hope I'm wrong, but I mean it's never been done before.
yeah. I mean, the only reason why I'm going for the upset is because I just want Jamel Charlo to win. I just do not like Canelo Alvarez. And yeah, I even heard from Town Business himself that this is a mismatch. But anything to piss off the racists and the Canelo nut squad, I'm hoping for something. What about you, LB? What do you have to say about this? LB.
Oh, my bad. I had to take care of something real quick. What y'all
Okay.
ask?
About the Canelo and Jamel Charlo, and then I got another fight I want to talk about after that. But I want to know what you think about the Canelo Jamal Charlo fight. Do you think, despite the obstacle, do you think there's a chance for Jamal Charlo, or is it just going to be Canelo all the way?
I actually got Charlo beating Canelo. I just think he's just a hype job, if you ask me. I think Charlo beats him in an upset.
I think Canelo is a hype. But the fight I actually want to talk about now is the one that comes out before the Terrence. And
Hold on, before you go on that real quick. Like I said, I get where everybody's going with that. I just don't see it, man. I think everyone's being unrealistic because we despise this clown Canelo Alvarez, and he's a clown because he should be fighting David Benavidez. And so we just want to see. I think we just want to see. I think we just want to see him lose, and I think that we forget that Canelo Alvarez may be a hoe, he may be an absolute clown and a buster, but the dude can still fight, and he can fight, and he's the bigger man. He picked this fight for a reason. And yeah, I know he understands to get it. Just Beebal's a highly skilled dude who was bigger than Canelo Alvarez. Big man with skills beat little man with skills usually, right? And so this is another situation. This is the worst situation because we're talking about 175 twice.
Yeah.
Who's been fighting at 168 for 3 years, right? He's been fighting at 168 for 3 years, and versus the guy who was making 154 easily.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Well, now I want to get into the fight that's supposed to happen in Japan. Stephen Fulton versus Monster Inoue. So we have Stephen Fulton. I believe he's in the 126 weight class, which I believe is the featherweight. And he is going to be taking on former junior featherweight undisputed champion, the Monster Inoue. Nagwa. I keep forgetting how to pronounce his first name. The Japanese guy.
He's talking about Naya. It's a Naoya Inoue.
Yeah,
so Naya Inoue. Naya Inoue.
Yeah, Naya Inoue.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think Stephen Fulton. I think Stephen Fulton gonna beat his ass.
Me too.
I do. Yeah.
My money is on Stephen Fulton as well. It's
just a matter of where to get the decision in Japan. That's the question.
Yes, that is the thing. I think Fulton needs to get the knockout because I know that
he's not really a knockout. He's not really a knockout. That's not really who he is though. So that's asking a lot. I hope it happens though. That'll be great. But
yes, I'm hoping.
He does not really a power puncher. You know what I'm saying? But I think he can outskill him though. I think what Inoue's gonna struggle with is he's finally gonna have a guy who can match him in athleticism, and more than likely may be more athletic than him. Probably gonna be more athletic than him. He's gonna be able to turn with Inoue and be able to present Inoue with something that he hasn't seen in fighting anybody, which is to see different at new angles. He's never fought against that, and then it turns out he's never even sparred against a black fighter before. This is kind of recipe for disaster for him potentially. Him coming over here. Usually the dudes a spar. I'm talking about. I'm not just talking about black fighters. I'm talking about black American fighters. He's never sparred black fighters.
He's admitted that he has never fight or even sparred a black fighter. And the reason why he wants to fight a black fighter is because he wants to know how good he is. Because even he knows that most of the best fighters have been black American fighters. And yes, Stephen Fulton has the athleticism advantage over Monster Inoue. But like I said, Stephen Fulton has to keep his stamina up, and he has to just dominate that fight.
Stamina's not an issue with Fulton. That's I'm not even concerned about that with him.
Yeah.
He has plenty of stamina. That's not going to be a problem against him. But I want to see. Anyway, he's not like some flat footed dude though. So he's athletic too, but he's gonna.
Yes.
He has never seen. He's gonna go up against somebody that can present the kind of problems to him that he's been able to present to his opponents. Usually, when he's fighting his opponent, he's so much more athletic than his opponent. It's gonna be. He's gonna see what it's like to fight somebody who's as athletic as him. Fulton is black, so he's grown up in gyms in Philadelphia. He's sparred against black fighters, so he's used to going up against athletic dudes himself. So he's used to dealing with another athletic fighter. So yeah, anyway, it's athletic. Is he as athletic as Fulton? I don't think so, but it's not. The gap is not that wide. But I do think anyway is gonna. It's gonna take him some time to get the timing down from Fulton, because Fulton's not gonna stand in front of him. He's used to dudes standing right in front of him. Fulton ain't gonna do that. Fulton is gonna give him a lot of angles. He's gonna miss a lot. Fulton is not gonna stand right there. And then when Fulton does stand in front of him, he's gonna smother the shit out of him. He's gonna smother his punches and not let him get off like that. But see, anyway needs to fight at mid range. He really need to get his shots off. He needs space. Fulton will smother his shit, and when he needs to, he'll fight on the outside to step out of range to give him issues. I'm looking forward to this fight and seeing what happens with anyway and see how he responds to dealing with someone who's more athletic than him.
I know, but my most biggest concern, of course, is going to be the judging. So that's why I say that when Fulton gets in this fight, he needs to really dominate. He needs to really show the judges how he dominates in that fight. We were lucky that Carissa Shields was able to win in the United Kingdom. We were lucky that Devin Haney was able to get the fair decision in Australia. But will Japan be fair?
Yeah, but those fights weren't even close.
Well, yeah, that's true.
That's how he needs to win. I'm gonna tell you, if it's close, he's gonna lose.
Yeah,
he can't afford to make this fight close. He needs to win decisively.
Yeah, like I said, he needs to dominate. Devin Haney, he dominated. Carissa Shields, he dominated, and then also I think it's because of the fact that we're talking about the judging, that we're bringing it up. I think that's why they were able to win, to make sure that the judging was fair. Is because we were even talking about it. But like I said, Japan might be different. Maybe they don't even care if we talk about it. It's just Fulton has to just do something that if they even think they're gonna still pick the way, it will be a scandal that they will never get away, be able to walk away from. We will hurt them hard over a scandal. But that's exactly what Fulton needs to do. But I say good luck. And I was watching John boxing. I was looking at a couple photos. He was getting autographs. I was surprised that there was not a lot of booing when he was at that airport, because here in America, the Black American fan is really the only fan that's really cheering for the Black American fight, or any American fighter, but especially the Black American fighter. You and me, the Black American community is the only fan base in America that's supporting, or at least we're finally starting to really support our fighters. These white supremacists, because they're so angry that they don't have no white American fighters, because a lot of them have lost all their championships, they are so angry, they will cheer for a foreigner.
They could have got behind Caleb Plant. Should have got behind Caleb Plant.
They didn't even cheer for Caleb Plant. He was great. I mean, he had the people that actually supported Caleb Plant was black Americans.
Yeah.
Yes. Isn't he married to a black woman?
Yeah, he got too much sauce.
Yeah, but I'm like, and then Michaela Mayer is married to a black man, and then they didn't even support Michaela Mayer, and now she's lost her title to Alicia Baumgarten. And now white people are mad because they no longer have no chance. You didn't even support the white fighters that did have champions.
Well, I guess they still got Fury. Fury going to fight Francis Ngannou.
No, I'm talking about just the white Americans. I don't care about
white Americans.
Yeah, they're cheering for the foreigners. They have to go all the way overseas to find a representative. We don't have to.
No,
I mean,
no, they don't. They need to just get over that bullshit and start rooting for the other Americans that are black. Who cares if they're black? They're Americans, right? That's what
yeah,
you're supposed to be rooting
yeah,
for, your fellow countrymen.
yeah, and that's the thing. These are the same people that are be like these. If you watch Terrain Reigns, he calls them patriots. These are the same patriots that will be like, you have to stand for the flag, you have to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff like that. Support the troops.
No,
Support
but
the
this is why I
troops.
root. This is why I tend to root for, like saying, black fighters, no matter where they are, because I said, okay,
Me
so our
too.
fans,
Me too.
and I was like, man, I said, yeah, that African dude, I'm rooting for him. I root for that Jamaican
Yeah.
dude. I'm gonna root for them black British dudes. If they fight somebody like Anthony Joshua, but and the funny thing, it ended up being in there. And who was Anthony Joshua fighting? I forgot who Anthony Joshua was fighting. But Anthony Joshua was fighting.
Was
What
he
was it?
fighting Eddie Louise one
Yeah,
time?
I rooted for. I wanted Andy Ruiz to win in the rematch because I wanted to see. And because Anthony Joshua was too afraid to fight Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
yeah.
I would have rooted for Anthony Joshua because I rooted for Anthony Joshua when he fought Klitschko. I rooted for Anthony Joshua when he fought what's that old cheating ass Russian? I
Oh
can't think
yeah.
about his name right now. Right.
Yeah,
So I mean, I
Kovalev.
rooted for Anthony Joshua. Not Kovalev.
Kovalev.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
you're
no, no,
talking
no, no, no,
about.
no.
Oh,
I know.
sorry.
Yeah. Not, the one that got knocked out by Vladimir Klitschko. Why I can't think of his name. And one they knocked out Dillian White, but Dillian White knocked him out in the rematch. Why I
Yeah,
can't think of his goddamn name right now. Cheater.
but yeah, I think I've been cheering for black fighters from other countries too. Like I'm been rooting for this
Alexander
female British
Povetkin.
fighter named Natasha
Alexander.
Jonas.
His name is Alexander Povetkin.
Oh yeah, that's the one that got in trouble with
Yeah.
steroids.
Yeah. Cheater.
Yeah,
Boy.
and he
Juice
still
man.
got beat by Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
I'm also starting to cheer for this female fighter named Natasha Jonas. She's a black British fighter, and I'm like, yeah, since
Yeah.
he.
Dana Barr's sister fight too, bro. I root for that.
Oh yeah, I saw her fight
Hold on.
before.
What do you know about Dane? Do you know Dane Dubois, right? You know, technically they got, he got,
Yeah, he's the interim
Black
champion
American
in W.
background, right? You know, he got Black
Yeah.
American background, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he one of his I think it was like his great. Let me pick it up. Let me I can pull it up.
I know he's the interim title holder in the WBA, and yeah, I know he has a sister that fights too. And I did root for his sister. I think that was in the same card that it was either McCaskill or Carissa Shields or Liz Baumgartner was in. But yeah, I saw his sister fight, and yeah. So since these white supremacists want to cheer for a white person just because they're white and not go for the countrymen, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing. I was actually cheering for Comey to beat the Hispanic American fighter since they don't want to root for Black American fighters.
Yeah, I forget. I can't think of her name, but yeah, his grandma was African American. I forgot where. Man, I gotta find it. I remember that story. I gotta find that story, but yeah, his grandma was African American. She
Okay.
was a slave over here.
Oh, okay. Very
So yeah,
interesting history.
he technically has that Black American background.
Oh yeah. But like I said, I didn't probably look up too much information.
Yeah, ain't that something else? Though? Most folks would never have thought that. Breaking up
Yeah.
out of Caribbean
Hey,
dude or
he
Caribbean
might
descent.
be eligible for reparations here, even
He
though he's
would
not
be.
for a
No, he would
country.
be. He would be because
Yeah.
he brought it up. He brought it up, and the story came up. Damn, I gotta find that.
Well, I'm gonna kind of go
Here we
away.
go, Jeanette. Oh, here we go.
Oh, okay.
Nah, that's not it. But no, I know I saw the story. I had the story up before, but I lost it. I lost it, but I had it before. Yeah, his
Yeah.
grandmother was a slave over here, and I said they told the story about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I remember that. Man, it's oh, here we go. Sylvia Dubois. Here we go. It said they magic, blah blah blah. He said I'm calm, I'm burning, blah blah blah. Here we go. We got it. Here we go. The children, blah blah blah, from a bird idea. And so
Oh.
and so yeah, I got it. I said you got to go. I was just trying to pull it up for you.
Oh,
But
that's
yeah, they had the story of Sylvia Dubois. God, damn, why ain't so I could just get straight to it? Oh, the day back, yeah, but I know it was just there. But yeah, it said that her name is
Sylvia
Sylvia Dubois.
Dubois.
Some people are like, so I can go to Sylvia Dubois.
Okay.
Sylvia, and I can try to get the story
If
for
you
you
can't
tomorrow.
find it, we'll probably maybe look at
Nope,
maybe
I
another.
found her. She's
Oh,
right
you
here.
did?
Yep,
All right.
she comes right up on Wikipedia. There it goes. Sylvia Dubois, or Sylvie Dubois, was an African American woman born into slavery, became free after striking her slave mistress. After gaining her freedom, Dubois moved to New Jersey, where she lived and her children until death. A physician by the name of C.W. Larison decided to document the life of Dubois and her journey to freedom in the book Sylvia Dubois. That's his grandmother.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, good for him. Maybe one day, maybe he could be one of the people who can help us fight for reparations over here.
Yeah,
But I want to get
he actually, people go probably get mad, but with that background, he does. He's eligible.
yeah, he's eligible. But I want to kind of back away from
Yeah.
boxing because my final topic, I want to bring up track and field. Do you watch track and field? Because I do.
I do rock. I watch track and field. I try to watch everything, especially during the Olympics. I know you're about to get up on what's her face again? I can't think of her name. The sister with blonde hair. With
Shakari Richards.
Jakari Richardson, yeah. Shakari Richardson, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's been beasting lately.
yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
she will be a topic in this next topic. But right now I'm about to share because and I was trying to get the coach CHH Combat because I've been going in his comment section because I don't have his email.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in contact because I wanted him to be in this live stream because he was talking about the hype job. Well, I mean, I like Abby Steiner, but I was starting to feel like the wrong people were hyping her up for the wrong reasons. But these are the results from the from this past weekend. Was the USA Outdoor Track and Field Championship, the national championship, and the best runners, the best top three, including the winners of each event, who are the champions, got to qualify for the upcoming World Champions in Budapest, Hungary. There's also going to be some runners who didn't run, but because they were Diamond League or previous world champions from last year's world champion, they got to buy. So some of these events might have 4 Americans in one event because they were champions. They got to buy. But yeah, let's talk about the comeback. One of the results is the comeback. Shoot, don't tell me my computer is freezing up now. Oh, you better not freeze up, computer. I'm all right. This is one of the individuals, but I was hoping for a better picture. Oh no, we could I will talk about her later, but I was looking for a different picture. Shoot. Okay. All right.
Yeah, man, I gotta get up out of here, man. But I'll come back, man. Just send me another link.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. If not, then you can catch the rerun of my me talk about the results. But of course, this is Shakari Richards. Yeah, I don't know
Is
what
that
was
the
going
Curry
on.
right there?
Yes. Okay. Here, this is a
Oh my
better picture.
God. She looks so much better without that bullshit on her head.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
God damn.
she took that wig off right before she ran in the 100. She will be competing in 2 events in this upcoming World Championships: the
To
100
take them
meter.
bullshit eyelashes off. I'm not trying to be funny or be. I know this is trivial, but take them bullshit eyelashes, that stupid ass wig, and them dumb ass nails off.
Yeah.
And just be you. Gosh, she looks better. Her looks improved dramatically. I don't know why there's women who think that shit is attractive, but whatever. I
Yeah, I
mean, but
think she was trying to deal with the coping over the death of her mom, and then of course the
no, she was
marijuana.
wearing that. She was wearing that before her mama.
Oh,
That,
okay.
that
Well, yeah,
garbage.
she looks great, but yeah, um, she competed in the 100 meter and the 200 meter, which, by the way, she will compete in both events in the upcoming World Championships, which will be next month, on in Budapest, Hungary. But she won one of the events, which was the 100 meter. Um, Now I'm gonna go back to that Wikipedia page. Um, let's see here. She scored a 10.82 second. She ran and won the gold medal, which is the USA National Championship. Her, Brittany Brown, and Tamira Davis will be running representing Team USA in the 100 meter event in Hungary.
Yeah,
Now,
better get faster than that if she want to be whooping them Jamaicans.
yeah. But Sha'Carri Richards won second place in the 200 meter. She will be running in that event as well, along with the national champion that I'm going to bring up, and that's this woman right here, Gabby Thomas. Gabby Thomas is the champion. She ran 21.60 seconds. Sha'Carri Richards was 21.94, and Kayla Wright was 22.01. And these will be the 3 people that will represent Team USA in the 2-meter race. And I believe the Jamaicans won that one too. And yeah, it's going to be tough. For those who were Abby Steiner fans, she will not be competing in this year's championship. She ended it in 4th place, and she got eliminated. Now let's talk about the woman that should be considered one of the other faces, and that is this woman right here, Sydney McLaughlin-Laverne. The reason why it's Laverne is because she's married to her husband. I think his last name is Laverne. It's a black man, by the way. But yeah, I call her one of the true faces of the current women's track and field, because when she was running in the 400 hurdles, she broke records at the 400 meter hurdles. And now, for the first time, she is running in the flats, meaning no hurdles. She won and got a 58.674, which is a championship record. And all I have to say is good luck to Cindy McLaughlin and congratulations. Yeah. Congratulations, because I hope she wins the event at the World Championships. Oh, Kelly, you still here? I thought you left.
No, yeah, I'm still here, but I guess I got to get ready to go. I got to get ready to go, man. But no, I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna catch the replay, man, for sure, for sure. But
Okay.
appreciate you though.
Before you leave, do you have anything to say about the track people, Cindy McLaughlin and Gabby Thomas and Sha'Carri Richards? Or
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see. For me, as far as the track and field, you know, what I'm saying I definitely watch track and field through the seasons, but I'm interested in seeing how much they improve and for as far as the Olympics, because that's where it counts. To me, if you don't perform well on the big stage, that's the big stage. If you don't perform well on the big stage, none of this, all this stuff is for naught. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how much I want to see how much improvement there is over the next the next Olympics. What is it? 2024? Right? No,
That's next
2026
year in Paris,
next
France.
year, right? I
Yeah,
forgot. Yeah, because we had the odd year because of COVID, right? Yeah, so I'm thrown
yeah,
off. I'm thrown
yeah.
off because of that.
Well, the 2024, that's the regular schedule. Now, 2020, they postponed to 2021, which
Yeah,
caused
that's what they ran.
yeah,
They ran. That's what I'm saying. The odd year because of COVID. So
yeah,
yeah, I'm interested in seeing what happens from there.
yeah. And then of course, last year's championships was actually supposed to be into 2021, but it was pushed back because of the Olympics. This year's, which is in Budapest, is the normal schedule. But yeah. And yeah, we'll see what happens in the athletic championship next month, and what happens next year in Paris, France. So yeah, I can't wait for myself.
Yeah, I always pay attention to indoor track season as well. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how they're running as far as that. But yeah, we already know when it gets towards the fall, it's time to train for the Olympic
Yeah,
training starts to begin.
yeah,
So
that's when
you
the
got to
Olympic
get these
training
stay in
begins.
form, stay healthy, and everything is all this is the prep for the Olympics. All of this. My thing is how well do you work out? I mean, how much you working on your form? Technique is everything is imperative because
Yes.
that's the difference between a tenth of a section, a fraction of a second, right? So form is everything. So that's what I want to see. I want to see improvements in technique. But yeah, man, to me, it's all about building towards the big stage. I love indoor track. I love indoor track more than outdoor track. To be honest with you, but I like the
Yeah.
short track, 60 meters, man. So,
I
but I
want
mean,
to.
yeah, I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing though the improvement, and then on top of that too, who comes from out of nowhere and challenges the regulars? Somebody who comes out of college and challenges the regulars, right?
Yes. I also want to give some congratulations to some of the men athletes. Rob Benjamin, who ran the 400 hurdles. He will be representing Team USA. So let me go up to the men's. 400 meters. He will be representing. And then also this man right here, his name is Crawford Charleston. I couldn't find a picture of him. He pulled off the upset at the 100 meter. He beat Christian Coleman and Noah Lyles. This Charleston, he pulled off an upset. And then I'm also want to
Yeah,
congratulate
Noah Laws. Yeah, man, he beat Noah Laws. That's special.
that dude is fast.
Yeah,
And so is Chris Coleman. Yeah, he's pretty fast too. This guy right here, this Charleston, I want to learn more about him too because he
yeah.
was
When's the next Oregon track meet? That's
um
usually like when that's when usually where the big meets are in the state.
the next time they're gonna be in Eugene, Oregon is gonna be
Yeah.
at the finals at the Diamond League because
Okay.
they're saying for the first time America will host the Diamond League championship finals in Eugene, Oregon.
Yeah, they got the best facilities in the world.
Yeah, and now I want to also talk about this young guy right here. This man was in high school when he got, and he's now the U.S. national champion. He's the young sensation Knighton.
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah, Arian Knighton. Yeah,
Yeah, I
he
think Noah
won.
Lyles. Noah Lyles ended up getting him. I think it was like a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
he won in the
Yeah,
200.
but he just a baby though.
Yeah, he's a youngling, and yeah, he's a little one. And he won the 200 meter this past Saturday. I mean, not Saturday, yeah, past Sunday. Yeah, this is they're calling him the teen sensation, although he's no longer really a teen anymore. But he was earlier he was known as the teen sensation because he was coming fresh out of high school. Because yeah, you got some of these high schoolers competing against some of these pro triathletes, and they are able to do something. And
Yeah,
19 is just an example.
to be able to be a baby like that and be able to compete is impressive because he's only going to get stronger. But all right, man. I appreciate it. I actually literally got to get out of here now. I try to hang on as long as I can.
Yeah,
But yeah,
okay.
thanks for letting me come on, man.
And
Appreciate you.
make if any of y'all who's watching, whether it's live or the pre-recording, make sure y'all subscribe to the Cali Enigma. I'll make sure I'll put a link to your channel later on so people will subscribe to you.
All right, appreciate it, fam.
All right.
All right, man.
And you know what's interesting? He just left as I'm about to end this thing. But before I end, let's talk about some of the other results. But thank you for him for showing up. But yeah, interesting. The show's actually ended. But yeah, before we go, congratulations to all these track and field people, these people who athletes, and also good luck to them at this year's good luck to them. I can't get to everyone because oh, I also forgot. I'm going to go back to the women's event. Congratulations at the women's event to Shamara Little and Dalil Muhammad and Anna Crockrell. Shamira Little won the national championship. This is her right here. Shamara Kali Little. She won the national championship. She beat the former world champion, this woman right here, Dalila Muhammad, the former record holder. Of course, the record holder is now Cindy McLaughlin, although she's now moved on to a new. This was the 400-meter hurdles, and congratulations to these three women. Good luck. Even though Cindy McLaughlin is no longer running in this event, they got to be aware of this Netherlands runner named Fikma Boa. I believe that's what her name is, this European runner. But I believe they have a chance. But, yep. Congratulations to all these athletes. I can't get to everyone, but especially the Sakara Richards. Congratulations to her. She should have been nominated for Comeback Athlete of the Year as well. Maybe she'll be nominated at next year's SPs for Comeback Athlete of the Year because she really made a comeback this year. But that's all I have to say. I'm about to actually end the show. Thank you to all the people who visited, to Cali Enigma, to LB, and to Crew. Make sure y'all subscribe to all their channels. So first I'm about to unshare my screen. So let me see how I'm going to do this. Because all the my guests, y'all should be following their channels. So what I'm gonna do is right now, because they showed up to here, I'm gonna leave the link to all their channels. So the first one here is Cali Enigma. I know if y'all watching I will also leave the links to the channels in the description box and comment section as well. But this is his channel. Crew. All right. Hold on. So hold on. Let me see what I'm gonna do first. Sorry, hold on. This is something I need to do first. Hold on a second. Sorry if this is what I'm doing is taking so long. All right. So, Cali Enigma. Now I already put his on here. Forgive me if I'm doing a lot of switching around and stuff like that. I'm just putting these channels, and I'll also leave a link to them in the comment section. This other channel is Cruz. So let me go to him. This is Cruz channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to Crew. And then hold on. And lastly, LB's channel. This is LB's channel. I'll leave it. Make sure I leave a link to his channel as well. I'll leave the links to all these channels in the comment section. Oops, sorry about that. Hold on. But yeah, look in the chat room. These are, or you can also look in the comment section and in the description box. I'll leave all the links to their channels. But these are the people. Make sure y'all follow their channels. But yeah, for those who did show up to watch my live stream tonight, thank you for watching. But now I'm about to leave. I'm about to go see what happens at the SPs. The next Jdawg, one of the next couple Jdawg sports will be the results of the winners for the SPs. To see who wins. We already know one has already won, and that's Carisha Shields. Congratulations to her. We'll see who else wins. And we're also going to be doing more videos, whether it be different things. There was some stuff that I was supposed to do, but I might still do it. Just have to do it at a later time. But that's all I have to say. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit that notification bell. Also, make sure to share this live stream. Share it even if you're watching it as a pre-record. Share it so that all the people can get the chance to enjoy my videos. But that's all I have to say. This has been another edition of Jdawg Sports. Thank you to all the guests that did show up. And make sure y'all subscribe to their channels as well. But that's all I have to say for now. This is Jdawg. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.